Chris, 30-point loss at home. You don't ever want that to happen, and you certainly don't ever expect that to happen. What happened that night?
Well, first of all, I want to give Bridgeport full credit. I have to ask the boys. I said, what team got more deflections? What team got more steals? What team got more rebounds? What team executed offense? Well, they all agreed. Every guy in that locker room that Bridgeport did all those things to win the ball game. They deserve to win. We deserve to lose. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they beat us at all phases of the game tonight, and you got to give them credit first of all. As far as for us, just like I said in the article, don't give us too much credit yet. We're a team that I feel that is on the verge of being good, on the verge of being great, but we don't know exactly how to do it yet in practice. All right. As coach staff, I feel like our practices haven't been where they need to be. Our intensity hasn't been where they need to be, and obviously that showed tonight against a good basketball team.
It seemed like early, when things were still kind of back and forth, they had that press in, and it was really bothering you guys, forcing some turnovers, maybe making some bad passes, some passes you didn't want to make. Was that the case? Was that something you expected to see?
Yeah. We went over everything. We know we run a dominant one press. They won the 3-2. We talked about where guys need to be. We didn't have guys on the spots. Whenever before the pregame, whenever yesterday in practice, and that's why I know the guys weren't mentally focused, ready to go, because we didn't have guys in the spots we needed to be, and that's why you see us trying to make 30 feet passes across the floor, and they were going out of bounds, or we were catching and dropping it, or they were getting hands on it, and so we didn't do a very good job of getting in the spots where we needed to be on that press. But like I said, we were ready for it. It's just we didn't execute it.
Seemed like the Sprouse kid and Cornbrath in the second half were really hurting you. Can you talk a little bit about the games they had against you guys tonight?
Well, I thought that the Sprouse kid, we knew he was a good player, a junior, got nice, handled the ball well, controls the offense, formed a great point guard. Told the boys before the game he's a player. So what's that mean? He controls the ball, he don't turn it over, he can shoot the ball well. So make sure you find him in the zone. Of course, we come out in our zone. First three Chauncey puts in from the top of the key, all threes, and it's 9-11-2 right off the bat. So, once again, not ready to play, not understanding the other team's players. Talked about right off the bat to make sure in our zone that the Cornbrath kid don't go get the ball in a low high, and as he cuts to the basket, that was the first play of the game, low high, they scored. So, like I said, as a coach, it's frustrating because you go over all the things you need to go over, and the boys then go out and execute the game plan.
Now, you guys started off the season maybe as hot as any team in the state, cooled off a little bit now. Big loss at home here, not just from the aspect of it's Bridgeport, team right down the road, team you're familiar with, but 30 points at home, that's a tough pill to swallow. How do you get these guys regrouped and focused and back on?
I think you got to go back to we got to go back to the basics. We got to go what got us there a little bit. Maybe as a coaching staff, we got away from that a little bit. But going back to practice, make sure we're working hard, make sure that we get our intensity back, make sure we work on defending the ball, rebounding, just small things, passing, catching, executing our offense, doing those things that we did well in the beginning of the year and that we've kind of got away from. Maybe because of the level of competition, we were able to get away with some of those things that we played. The teams we played the last couple of games haven't been, high caliber teams, and we've been able to be a little bit sloppy and still be able to win the game. I told him we got three very, very good basketball teams in a row. It's going to get us tournament ready. It's going to exploit our weakness and find out where we're at. Well, obviously tonight we know where we're at, and we got to get all the work done before Eastside comes in here on Friday.
You don't think maybe they weren't looking ahead to the east side a little bit?
No, we talked to them about that. I think they knew what was at hand because unless my conference record is wrong, I'm pretty sure that game really could separate the distance of the pack between who was second, who else was beyond everybody else, because I felt if we won, we could have put some separation between us and Bridgeport and the East, as we would have had 2 losses in the conference. Everybody else would have 4. Now we got 3. Bridgeport got 3, I think. And, I don't know if that game with Western Bird was a conference game, but it might have been a non-conference game. It's hard to tell what that dang.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know they played down in Clarksburg the first couple weeks of the season. I'm not sure which one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like I said, look at that. We thought that was so. We had some things at the task that we thought was important to us tonight, and like I said, we just going to come out and get it done. Now, obviously, the East Side game we feel is very important to us. One, it's a rivalry game. 2, we feel that the winner of that game is going to get the home court advantage come sectional time. So we want to be able to try to accomplish that Friday night. So we just got to regroup, put this one, just like we talked about before, we got to wash things down the shower whenever you win, you got to wash it down the shower when you lose, and move on for the next game.